guys and gals, what's crack-a-lackin'? Spicy here. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to another video. I am back in the garden again today. We've had several days of rain. That's really good. The temperature has started coming up. That's really good because my tomato plants have really started shooting up. For the last couple weeks they haven't done nothing, and since it's gotten a little warmer, above 70, they started coming up. The corn is shooting up like crazy. That's gonna be awesome. Cucumbers, they are doing really good. And then as you can see over there, the squash is just coming up like crazy, and they even got a little baby squash on there. Green beans are doing good. We replanted some eggplant because my eggplant never come up. Down at the end down there, I've got some radishes. They're coming up. Right before that, some carrots. They're all coming up. But there's one thing that I forgot to do when I was planting this garden, because I had so much going on. I just kind of forgot. I was watching. I was over at Keeping It Dutch watching one of his channels, one of his videos on his channel, and him and his awesome little family were planting a little bucket garden, which I will be doing here in this week. So be on the lookout for that video. But Dutch was planting some tomatoes and some pepper plants, and he done something that I totally forgot to do when I planted all this, pruning his tomato plants. I totally forgot to do that, and it's not gonna stunt their, well, maybe it will. Pruning your tomato plants, that will stimulate the growth. It'll make them grow a little bit bigger. And also pepper plants, pruning your pepper plants right will stimulate growth. So that's what I've been doing. I've done all these down here, but I'm going to show you kind of how I do it. I'm no expert. I am no expert whatsoever, but I'm just a regular dude that, you know, watched a couple videos over the years, and this is how I do. So I'm going to show you what I do, and if you approve, go ahead and do your tomato plants, your pepper plants like that, and maybe it'll help you out in the long run. Let me get down a little bit up close and personal with these tomato plants, and I'll bring you right back. Alright guys, so here's my tomato plant, and beautiful tomato plant. It is growing really good, but the problem is down here at the bottom you have these leaves. Let me scoot you down closer to the ground there. Alright, so down here at the bottom you have these leaves that are close to the ground. When it rains, water will splash up on the bottom. It'll cause diseases and rot to get in your plant, and you don't want that. So you want to cut those leaves off, and I forgot to do that when I planted these. So that's what we're going to do today. Got me some little scissors, and you just cut these off right here at the stem. Throw them over to the side, and then I'm going to go up just a little bit more than that. I'm going to cut this limb off and that limb off. This one's touching the ground, so I'm going to go ahead. We got a little weed there. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut that one off too. That'll be good. So I got all stem up here. I will have to stake these up later, but right now they're strong enough to hold themselves up. I'm not going to put tomato cages around mine. I put stakes and then tie them up to the stake. But also what I want to do is look for what they call suckers. Right here between the main stem and the stem that comes out, right in the groove, there'll be little plants growing up. Whenever this plant gets a little bit older, those will be more prominent, but I can see right in there I got a little sucker growing, and up here at the top, point y'all up just a little bit. Right here, right up here at the top, I got another one right in this little fork of this stem. So I'm going to reach in here with my little scissors, that little fine point, and I'm going to cut that little stem off, and then I'm going to get right in this little corner, get my little scissors in there, and snip that little stem off. So what that does is the plant doesn't have to worry about using all its energy to grow that sucker. It's going to grow these leaves, and then at the top, all my little flowers are starting to come in. it's going to concentrate on that. So this little plant here, besides that one, okay, got it out. This little plant here is pruned. Let me take it over to one of my pepper plants and I'll show you doing that. Alright, so here we are at one of my pepper plants. This is actually a scorpion pepper. Holy macaroni, that's going to be hot. 2,000 Scoville units. Yeah, old Spicy won't be eating that. But I'll be making some pepper sauce and stuff like that for some people. But I do this the same as all peppers, banana peppers, jalapeno peppers, bell peppers, all of it. I do the same thing. So if I lift this leaf up, right here down close to the ground, you see I got some little stems down there. Well, that whole stem right there, and if you can see, this main leaf right here is the stem. Well, right in the fork of it is a sucker. It's growing right in the fork. Well, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut both them off because I don't want them. Okay? And then down here at the bottom of the stem, I've got some more little leaves growing. Well, I don't want the plant to use all its energy trying to grow those little leaves, so I chop those off. And I can see right here, I got some more growing, so I'm going to chop those off. I don't need those. So now, stem, a lot of stem there, so that's going to promote growth. This plant's going to grow up pretty good, pretty tall. And if I would have paid attention whenever I planted these, I would have tipped the very top of the plant off. That'll make your banana peppers grow out real bushy, but I didn't do that. I missed my opportunity to do that. And I really don't want to do it on this one because I've got several that's done come up to the top and then sprouted out. So I'm just going to leave that alone. I missed that opportunity, but I've done this to all my pepper plants. And I go in there and I look in the corner of the stems to see if there's any suckers growing. Like I got one right there. I'll chop that off. And that's all the little suckers that I see. I'll come back and do this to this plant, also with my tomato plants as they grow. I'll find the suckers, I'll chop those off. And that's going to give the plant all its energy to growing the fruit. And it's going to give you a more bountiful harvest. So, that's me pruning these plants. Now, I've done all this. I'm done. I want to show you the last couple that I was doing. Now I've got to water this garden. Alright, so I got the whole garden watered. I had to use my watering can on some of it because I couldn't get my water hose through the garden without tearing up plants. My water hose wasn't quite long enough, but got everything watered, got everything pruned. I think one day this week we got some rain, so give this a couple days. If the rain don't come, I'll water the garden again, and then a couple more days after that. We'll check back up on these tomatoes and pepper plants in about a week and see how they do after pruning. That's it. Garden chore done. Now I'm going to get to the house and cook me up something to eat. Guys and gals, hope y'all learned something today. If you have any tips, suggestions, comments, leave them down in the comment section below. I am never too old to learn something, and I don't know I don't know everything, so I may learn something new from you guys. Leave it down in the comment section below with anything you have, criticism, whatever you got. I'm open to comments. Alright guys, Thank y'all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed today's video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Until then, remember, everybody has a little backwoods in them. I'll catch you later.